Okay, so not the longest video because I was sick since Sunday and it's Friday. And what I don't want to do is just get on camera and say whatever I'm gonna say because I'm trying to force myself to do daily videos. That's why you haven't seen me in a few days. I always want to make sure that I'm sharing important information, mostly about just like making more money or having a better mindset. And I wasn't really doing either of those things the past 4 or 5 days. I did tweak the Dollar Tree DVD program to put out number of sellers, to put out price, and then to save that in a spreadsheet. But I didn't get anything listed. I haven't got anything listed since probably December 26th. And eBay sales are definitely down. Down from like, I think we were around $5,000 to $7,000 a week at the end of Q4, down to like $2,000 a week on eBay. And then Amazon, I have no clue what the gross revenue is, but the payments are about half of what they were usually. So making about half as much money after not working for 2 weeks and only coming in an hour or two a day when I was sick to pick orders. Really feeling the benefits of being more organized and being more selective in the items I sell individually. So I don't know if I've mentioned this, but I basically stopped listing any games that had scratches on them. Previously, I would list everything at a price high enough to justify fixing the scratches. And that was fine for Q4 when I was okay working all day doing stuff. But right now, it's just not what I want to do. I don't want to grow my business that way. That's like a last-ditch effort. I purchased 2 more ELM Eco Pro 2 chips that automatically, in quotes, automatically fix your discs. And I think I'm going to save the JFJ Easy Pro coarse sanding disc for just like the really most damaged discs. I think we're going to have to do that just because if I have to, I don't know at the time, maybe I should time myself fixing 25 discs. But there's just so much stop and go, like analysis by the person fixing the discs, that it's not a very time efficient thing. And it makes a lot more sense, with the exception of premium games, and that's a floating term. So it can, right now, I'd say anything that I can sell for more than $20, I'm probably gonna put aside and do a hard fix. Any game less than $20 that's got really deep scratches that's gonna need, like I just fixed a few days ago a game called Brotherhood of Steel. It's like you guys don't care, but it's a Fallout offshoot game from the mid 2000s, and it's worth between $70 and $100, and it was extremely scratched up. And so I did the hard sand, like 3 or 4 cycles of 10 seconds. Then I did like a minute of soft sand. Then I did like 2 or 4 minutes of a foam buffer. And then I did like 8 minutes of the ELM Eco Pro 2. And for those of you who don't know, that's a lot of work on one disc. Anything more, and I think I would have like corrupted the disc beyond playability. Games like that, sure, I'll still use this kind of antiquated 2-disc method until I buy a better disc polisher. But for the time being, I don't really think it makes sense to spend so much time listing low-value games that are going to take me 4 or 5 minutes to fix, when I can get a third of the profit I'm losing basically back. And there's more to that. I can go into that in a later video, just more in depth how I'm selling games. But there's a lot of like disassembly of manuals, covers, whatever, and selling the individual components if I have to, as well as selling the scratch discs separate from the cases. But we'll talk about that later. Let's also talk about how I'm trying to help my brother sell more paintings. Kind of a, left turn here. My brother, Max, he was on Extreme Unboxing with me back in 2019, or 2020 is when it aired, I guess. He's an artist, and what he wants to do, or what I think he should do to make some more money, is to sell portraits. I think that portraits are a great way to get established because people are buying them. People are buying portraits. They're buying wedding portraits, dog portraits, whatever, and he can do that. He's good at painting. So what I think he should do, and I would love to hear your feedback on this, because I want to do something similar, but I'm not really sure how to do it. And that's do a giveaway, right? Where you give away a big ticket item in exchange for people's contact info. So what I said to him is go to these art fairs around Michigan. There's 100 of them. Make yourself some 4x6 postcards. On one side, have a portrait of someone very distinguished looking, maybe like kind of goofy looking, not like a really attractive person, but a very like relatable person. On the back, have a picture of your face saying, I'm a painter, and then have a QR code that says, win a free portrait. Or, you know, I'm sure there's a better way of putting it. And then just pass those out. Or have one on a, on a clipboard if you don't want to pass out flyers, and have them scan the QR code with their phone if they really want to. There's a lot of ways you can go about that. Because whenever you have a big ticket item, it's so much easier to use that when it's like even better for a skill-based big ticket item, because like it only takes him 8 hours to paint this painting, but it takes years and years to develop those skills. So I think he should do that, and meanwhile, I'm thinking, okay, how can I do that? What can I use to garner more support both online and whatever I'm doing? So I think I'm gonna do, and I'd also love to hear your feedback. If you're giving me comments and you're giving me thumbs up in these videos, thank you so much. You guys are great. You're really the reason I'm going to keep doing this as many days as I can this year, because I love this engagement back and forth. But I want to give away something like business mentorship, eBay audit, marketing plan, something that just like I've got a lot of experience doing this, and I'd like to sell this as a service, but to prove to people that I'm not just making this up. I want to have like case studies of people who volunteer their store to be examined, and then, okay, well, we go through your store, we find the weaknesses, it takes a day, and that costs you $100. Something like that. Like, I think that that's kind of an untapped market, and certainly for someone who's selling, $5,000 a month on eBay sales, $100 for an eBay store audit, that could end up making them, who knows how much more money in the long run. I think that that's the kind of thing where it's big ticket in the sense that I can invest money and time advertising it, and the payoff is real. What do you guys think about that? Do you think that giving away big ticket items in exchange for email contact information for future sales emails is a good idea? Do you think that's kind of like a little old, not the way it works anymore? Am I totally off, or am I in the right direction? I'm always really thankful for your guys' comments. I loved all the advice about checking out Tactical Arbitrage, checking out FlipMine, checking out all these other Amazon crawling websites, basically, or services. So I think over this week, weekend and then the week, we'll get more back into talking about that kind of stuff. But I also would love to hear your input on the idea of eBay store audits, the idea of marketing plans, whatever. Do you think there is an industry for that? Or do you think that people are just going to sign up for the free thing and then never buy one? I don't know. See you guys tomorrow.